This is ESPN play-by-play voice Mike Corey, and you're listening to the Sports Objective Podcast, the unofficial podcast of the Pirates.
So you got USF coming up this week after on a short week, and you put in a pretty good effort last week, came up a little bit short. Talk about this week's game a little bit.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a big one for us to get back to 4-4. All of our goals are still ahead of us with the bowl game and stuff, so it's a huge stretch of games. But, like you said, it starts with this one. It's a big Thursday night game for us.
What do you see on film from South Florida?
They're a good football team. They're better than the record shows, but, they're a good football team. Their defense is a lot of multiple front, kind of like we run. Not to that extent, but, it's something that you don't see every single week. So it's going to be a tough matchup, and you just got to go there and execute.
How do you find that balance this week of obviously you got to keep practice, get prepared to go, but you also have to rest up, to be prepared to go too?
Yeah, that's a big one, is getting the body right after a long day Saturday, and then obviously the game and the trip back and getting back late. So usually we would practice on a Sunday in pads and all that. We didn't get the opportunity to do that just because how late we got back. But it's going to be big. It's going to take a lot of experience, a lot of I don't even know how to say it really. We got the older guys to do it. We'll be fine though. We will be.
Holton, you mentioned long day. You guys waited 5 hours to play a football game. Just trying to stay focused through all that. Describe what was going on with you guys then.
Yeah, we were sitting there with our pads for about an hour, and then he came in. We were like, are we going to play right now? Can we take off our pads? And we took off our shoulder pads. Then he came in, said we can take off our lower half, get in the shorts, get in something comfy, and then cut off our tape and all that. And we're like, geez, we even going to play now? So then you turn, like you said, 5-6 hours later. So there was times in there where we didn't know what the heck was going on. We were just kind of waiting to hear. But and we felt like we were going to play. But at the same time, we were checking the radar just like everyone was, and it didn't look any better anytime soon. So when they did finally come in and say we were going to play, it was exciting. We got really excited. We were ready to play them the whole time. So.
At times you guys look greatly improved on offense. Other times you look uncomfortable a little bit back there. Talk about what this team has to do to continue to improve offensively overall.
Yeah, it's got to get better execution. Houston's a really good defense. They're one of the top ones in our league, if not the top one in our league, and really in the nation. They're really skilled, but we just got to execute better. It starts in third down, starts really first down, but when you do get to those third downs, we got to be better. Everyone knows our third down percentages right now are not good, so we just got to work on that, continue to execute. We got the guys to go out there and do it. We just got to go do it.
People forget how good Houston really is. You went toe-to-toe with them, came this close, so you can see the progression, and I know that's something that you can build on. Obviously you're getting better. There's no question. Yeah,
for sure. This program's nowhere close to where it was when I first got here, when Coach Houston first got here. So, but now, like I said, and like we've said this whole time, is we're good enough to win these games. We just got to go out there and execute and win them.
How excited are you to be back in Dowding again?
Very. It seems like it's been forever. I think it's been close to a month now. So it's excited to get back out there. Thursday night games in Dowdy are always fun, so excited to get out there.
Can you talk about the importance of just filling the stadium up? You got a national stage on Thursday, chance to show the country what East Carolina is all about. And those chances are getting to be fleeting as this conference alignment changes and whatnot. Talk about the importance of just filling up the seats and putting on a good presentation on Thursday.
Yeah, it's huge. Anytime you can show your brand like that is huge. Kind of like you said with all this conference stuff, opportunities, you don't know when the next one will come. So, it's huge for Pirate Nation to show up and show what we're about and what we are, because, a lot of people on the West Coast or people on ESPN who watch, I watch every single Thursday night game. That's what a lot of these, student athletes do. And then for the high schoolers too, the recruits to see a full stands and an electric environment would be cool.
You have a good connection going with Audi the last few games, and also connected with Josiah a couple times now. Feeling a good connection with those guys?
Yeah, they've worked super hard since they've got here. Audi's been a guy that's always been electric. It's just once he gets into his rhythm, he's really feeling it right now, and I trust him a lot. And Josiah's the same way. He's one of the faster players in the country. So anytime we can get him the ball deep down the field, he's going to make plays. So I'm just get those guys the ball as much as possible will definitely help.
You mentioned trust. Turnovers hurt these guys right now. How do you fix that in short week?
Yeah, just practice. Focus on it more. We focus on it a lot, but just focus on it more. Some things, just happen in football. It's just part of the game, but at the same time, if you can protect it and prevent it, it's definitely a big deal.
You guys had the ball in the fourth quarter, you were driving, potentially kick the game with a field goal. It looked like you could have ran on the one play. I know it's always easy to second guess sitting up top, but like when you rewatch that on film, do you see that, or do you feel like you made the right decision?
No, I felt like I should have ran on it. I felt like I should have got the yards that I could have gotten and moved on to the next play. In situations like that, you always worry about stopping the clock and all that. But I mean, anytime you can get yards like that with the space I had, I should have took the yards and got the first down and moved to the next play.
Is it just like a split-second decision where I guess it's always easy to look at it after the fact? Is it hard to make those calls in the heat of the moment, though?
It is. I mean, Shane was open. I shouldn't have thrown it across the field like that. But, anytime you see an open receiver like that late in the game, it's hard to pass it up. But at the same time, it's got to see the situation, learn from it, and just grow from it.
Holton, it's fun to watch your defense get better and better and better. They're really playing well right now.
Yeah, they are. Those guys are running around hitting. It's super fun to watch them guys. I trust them. They're playing really well right now. It's time for the offense to pick it up and help those guys out and, go for a little stretch here to win some games and get us to a bowl game.
All right. Thanks, Holton.
Yep. Thanks, guys.